Venezuela topped the packed agenda of the EU foreign ministers meeting in Brussels earlier on Monday. The EU-led international contact group is just in its infancy, and the EU Foreign Affairs Chief Federica Mogherini has stressed that the aim is not to open a formal dialogue but to support a political dynamic, and a political dynamic that of course includes free and fair elections. They will send a technical mission to Caracas this week, and Mogherini pointed out that their focus is of course that political transition and humanitarian support. But the group of course weren't the only Europeans trying to get into the country. A delegation from the European People's Party, who are the biggest group in the European Parliament, was denied access to Venezuela at the weekend. Now, they asked the EU to withdraw from the contact group on principle, and this is what Federica Mogherini had to say.
We have not discussed the possibility of the European Union interrupting the works of the International Contact Group. On the contrary, all member states have reaffirmed how crucial it is to have this instrument, which is currently probably the only one that we can use, to be at the same time in contact with relevant stakeholders and clear on the objective, which is democratic, peaceful and early election outcome for the crisis.
Also discussed US President Donald Trump's comments on social media on Syria. He, of course, threatened to release 800 ISIS fighters captured in Syria unless European allies, namely Britain, France and Germany, agree to accept them and put them on trial. This is what Luxembourg's foreign minister had to say.
I think that this absolutely should not be done over Twitter. This is a problem of which we are aware in Europe, I believe in every country. And if we want to find a meaningful solution there, then we have to discuss it and not send tweets back and forth. That doesn't make sense.
The big problem, of course, for EU countries is that they don't essentially want to take back former ISIS fighters who are of EU nationality, at least not just yet, as they're still trying to find an approach to deal with them. Mariam Zaidi, CGTN, Brussels.